You should journal because you're sad, you're unfulfilled, you're depressed. And I know that because I used to be you. I used to be the kid playing games all day, damaging my eyes. You think when I can go in the mirror, look myself in the eyes, and say that I was a good person? I was sad for most of my life. And it's because I didn't journal. You see, journaling gives you responsibility, accountability, and consciousness. It's like it gives you a reason. Like when you wake up, you're like, wow, I actually have something to do now. I'm not going to be sleep deprived. I'm not going to just be brain fog thinking, oh yeah, what pleasure am I going to experience today? Now when you wake up, you feel happy. Now when I wake up, I feel happy because I have something. Now at least why I journal, in my opinion, is to document my life. I started thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna grow up either way, so why not just document what I do? So when I'm 50, I can see a different perspective. I can see a different mindset. Quick example, I remember seeing my notes from like 3 to 4 years ago when I was 13, 14, and just saying some weird stuff. I'm like, what? I did this, I said this, I was thinking about this. So people change, so go ahead and get a piece of paper right now and go ahead and just write whatever. Your school, you stub your toe, you like this girl, you feel insecure. Go ahead and write your sadness. Go ahead and write it. And do that every single day for 10 minutes. I promise you, you will feel happy. You'll feel more like the main character. You feel special. And it's a beautiful thing to reflect, to see who you were at one point in time. This is almost something that's so valuable. A lot of people they wish that they could go back to their younger years, right? They wish they could see what they did. This is the key. Journaling. Write about what the hell you want to write about, even when you don't feel like it. Just write it, because you can literally see your life stories in a piece of paper. It's beautiful. Like I know when I'm 50, I want to see what mindset I had. I want to see what I was doing, what I was thinking, who I liked. You know? It's beautiful. Like I remember, I think like having this, not even journal, like not even journaling, but this note, I'll never forget it. Being in elementary, I'm gonna tell you a quick story if you care about me. If you don't, then I guess you can go away. This girl, Daisha, she was in my elementary school. I must have been like 10 or 11 years old. She didn't even give me this piece of paper. Her best friend, what? Her fucking name. I forgot who her name was. Who gives a fuck? All I know was she was brown. She was like my color. And Daisha, she was white. She was very white. She had yellow blonde curly hair. Her eyes were blue. She was pretty tall. I literally remember she always liked me. Now this relates to journaling because she wrote me this piece of paper and she gave it to her friend, the brown friend. I think she was Mexican. Doesn't matter. And she gave it to me in middle school. So I went to middle school. Daisha, the girl who liked me, that didn't go, but her best friend would. When I hardly talked to her. I remember she always annoyed me. She was like, "Oh yeah, you like Daisha? Oh yeah, you wanna?" She always annoyed me, saying like, "Yeah, this girl still likes you." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And she gave me this piece of paper, a long piece of paper. It was almost professional. At the time, I was scared because, bro, I'm telling you, I'm fucking 17 right now. I've just seen this piece of paper at 10 years old. This thing frightened me because she had perfect handwriting, like perfect, like author type handwriting. I'm talking handwriting like from a book. The paper must have been like this big. I still remember it. I probably threw it away. Like my mom threw it away. I got the piece of paper. I took it in my folder. I remember when day of school, like during lunch, she came up to me. She was like, "Oh yeah, they should wrote this for you." I got the piece of paper, and I'm like, "What the hell? They show?" I'm like, she still remembers me. And I read the piece of paper. I remember. Oh yeah, there's more to the context, more to the journal, but the only part that I do remember is her apologizing because I think she always knew that I was a bit uncomfortable when she'd like me, when she'd hug me, when she'd kiss me, bro. I was fucking small. I was the only girl who was obsessed with me, and I don't know why. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think I was pretty attractive when I was young. And she was like, "Oh hi, Kevin. I'm so sorry for making you uncomfortable. This and that. I hope you're doing well." And like, what else can I? Dude, this was fucking years ago. I'm trying my best to like remember, but I do remember her apologizing because I did not like it. This girl was on my ass every single day at school. Um, Maybe that's why she liked me. Like I remember just like saying no like one time being in school. She's like, let's hold hands, Kevin. And I'm like, no, I'm fucking nervous. And then she's like, just do it. And then she got like I'm not even lying though. I remember it vividly being 10 years old, this white girl Daisha. So that's how this is a long story short, but that's how it relates to journaling. Like I look back to that like for a few years, not anymore because I don't have a piece of paper. But like, just imagine having that experience and being 13, 14, just seeing that piece of paper. You're like, holy shit, someone actually cared about me. Like, I remember being 13, 14, fucking alone, sad. Having that piece of paper made me feel so happy. I'm like, wow, at one point in my life, I was happy.